What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. It's NBA Talk with Jay. It's Sunday. We're trying to get some cash, man. Got a little new laptop, man. Hopefully, we start 1-0 with this laptop. But we got a couple of my brothers with me, man. Marley, Britt, my guy Marley, my guy Crispy Captain as well. What's up with you, Marley? First time on the show, my brother. What's good with you?
First time on the show. It's a pleasure. Big time fan. Man, I'm ready to get it. Let's get it in, dog.
Let's get this cash. What's up with you, Chris? Everything cool with you, my brother?
Yeah. What up, Jay? What up? Marley, nice to meet you for the first time, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Always
Yes,
a
sir.
pleasure being on the show, Jay. Trying to get to some money, straight to business. You know how we do it.
Yeah, straight to business, guys. You guys don't know. Obviously, it's this is the NBA Finals, right? The Warriors down 1-0. You see what I'm saying? I'm rewatching the game last night for a third time. I'm just trying to look for every little angle. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, look, the Warriors had the game, guys. They basically just let them take over. They got hot. The Celtics got hot in the fourth quarter and kind of started taking it over, Marley. Now, obviously, this is game two, but just what do you think what can you take from that game one? Do you think that's going to change in this game two, my brother?
Yeah, man. I noticed the same things. I was talking to my guys over at Brothers Invest, and I pretty much said the same thing you're saying. We're really talking about the last 6 minutes or so, fourth quarter. First they went on a 17-0 run, and then I think they closed the quarter off at like 48-17. Somewhere around that. So we're really talking, in my opinion anyway, I felt the Warriors were in control for the better part of the game, although they lost the first half. I was on the third quarter in the full game of that game. But other than that, I think another thing I took away is that we can't for the Warriors backers anyway, we can't let Horford get wide open shots. I'm okay with White because he has to prove it, but in my opinion, Horford's a veteran. He's been in big moments. He's never going to shy away from that moment. And to me, it looked like Draymond just was kind of giving them too much space. So a couple things get tightened up, and I think the game's probably going to go a little differently.
That's a good point. What's up, Chris? What's up with you, my bro? Bro, I just got to ask, are you from Cali, bro? Chris?
Me? No. I'm not from Cali. I'm in VA. I'm in VA.
Now, I know that you're in VA. I was just wondering if you were from Cali, but what do you think is going to go different in this game? And then we'll get to breaking it down.
Yeah, Jay. So, man, I know. Me and you ain't chopped it up about the game, Jay. But I know if we had chopped it up, we would have talked about a lot of the anomalies, right? And that makes it hard to kind of cap, right? Because we saw so many different things that we didn't expect to see, right? From Al Horford hitting the most threes he's ever hit in his career, not just like in the playoffs, but most threes he's ever hit in his career. Derek White continues the ball. Even on the opposite side, like I don't think we expected Otto Porter Jr. to hit all those 3-pointers. I think he was 4 for 5, right? What I rewatched the games a couple different times as well, Jay. I think the biggest thing that stood out to me, and I guess I should have kind of taken into consideration in the beginning, is that Steve Kerr is not going to let Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum beat him, right? You see a lot of shadowing towards those guys. So I think that's what you gotta decide on when you're Steve Kerr in this game. Are you going to continue to shadow? Because if you do, then that leaves the wide open shots for the Boston Celtics. And then you banking on them to make them. They made 21 threes in the last game, Jay. They shot 50% from three. I don't think that continues, but I also think that, can Boston continue to make those shots? I think that they can. Do we kind of get some regression to the mean a little bit in this one, Jay? I think we do as well.
Man, let's talk about this shit, man, because I'm ready to get to some money, guys. It's game two. Celtics, they getting 4. I'll tell you this, guys. Take the name off the jersey. This is a spot that you pretty much have to back the home team coming off a loss. You see what I'm saying? Especially when they were up by double digits, and basically they were up 12 going into the fourth quarter there and got outscored 40-16. They kind of start to seeing the threes drop and kind of just got down on themselves. It's crazy because the Celtics out-warriored the Warriors. Now there's a couple things to talk about it here. Tatum was 3 for 16. He basically had a terrible game, guys, and they still won. It's a little bit scary. It was Jaylen Brown, it was Tatum, which I said that Brown was going to have a huge series because Clay and Steph and Poole, I believe they're barbecue chicken on defense. But obviously that first game was about Draymond. Man, he has to play a little bit less. You know what I'm saying? They had the ball in his hands a lot, way too much. He's not good. He's not good on offense, guys. Out there basically just for screening, for rebounding, and for defensive purposes. purpose. They got to get Otto Porter more minutes out there. You got to get Iguodala some more minutes out there in Draymond Green's spot. But I think Gary Payton II will be a huge key in this one. This game will be about defense. Can they come out there and punch the Celtics in the mouth? Steph saying, hey, we got to come out with a sense of urgency in this first quarter, guys. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised. The Warriors should cash the trifecta spot here. They got to come out hot and they got to keep this shit going, especially when you had a 12-point lead last game and you blew it. They're going to keep their foot on the gas tonight, guys. On the other side as well, you probably get a level of a sense of complacency from the Celtics. The job is done. They've lost or they didn't cover any of their game ones, right? They finally won one. Now that they're not playing from behind, you'll likely see the Celtics come out here a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more comfortable. What happens when the Celtics come out relaxed? They get smacked in the mouth and usually can't come back from it. I think Celtics win game 3 and 4 at the house, but this game 2 is the Warriors spot here, guys. I got to make a little drive back to Shreveport, man. I see some money today, Marley. This is a Warriors game here. I see a trifecta spot from the Warriors, but I'm definitely taking them here full game. And I won't say too much, guys, but let's just put it this way. There's some refs in this game that'll make sure that the Warriors won't lose this game. I won't mention who. It doesn't matter, but just know that I figured something out. I noticed the patterns, and the Warriors are not losing this game. It's simple, Marley. What you like here? How we attacking this one?
All right, man. I got a couple plays. I'm attacking this. I agree with for the better part of everything you said. I hate to say this in a finals game, but this is a spot play. There is no other spot to take on this game. I mean, unless you throwing some money out, your bullshit and whatever, you want to take a chance on the underdog money line play. But the play is the Warriors full game, minus the 4. I also jumped on the first quarter. So I looked this up. After a loss in the playoffs, the Warriors are 3-1 in the first quarter in the following game. The Celtics, after a win the following game in the first quarter, they're 3-7. Obviously, it's a bigger sample size than we got from the Warriors, but I like that 3-7. That's 10 games. That's more than enough this playoffs to get. I don't want to call it a trend, but I think we got enough data that I'm going to back that. And after coming off a loss, first of all, we got to remember, the Warriors only lost. That was the first game they lost at the house. So what's the odds of them coming back to back and losing? Again, I say this on the show all the time when I take my first quarter bets, man. I'm a huge energy guy. I believe in this shit. Like, whether you believe in it or not, it can be scientifically proven. That stadium is going to be rocking. That energy is going to either be absorbed or detracted by someone, period, whether they know it or not. And it normally goes to the home team. That's where you get the home field advantage. So I'm on the Warriors first quarter. I got it at, let me look at my pending bets real fast. I've already taken it. I believe I got it at -2.
I took 1.5. I can't lie to you.
1.5.
I took 1.
Oh, wait. God damn it. How'd you get that? I got it last. I was looking at it last night, man. I got it at 2. So I took it at 2.
Both of them motherfuckers cashing, bro.
Yeah. I feel good early, definitely first quarter, first half. I didn't take the first half. I took the first quarter. I took the full game at -4. And one more play before I pass it on to my boy Chris over here. I saw somebody in the chat say, Billy, what's good? James, I see some people in the chat that know me. What's good, fellas? I saw some people in the chat saying this is an underplay. I don't think so. I took a flyer with the over. I know these are supposed to be two defensive teams, but I looked at the last 5 games these teams played each other. Back in February 2nd of 21, the total was 218. In April of the same year, the total was 223. In December of the same year, the total was 218. In March of this year, the total was 198. And then last game, the total was 228. That's 4 of the 5 games that went over 215. That the last 5 times these teams has played each other. I just think the line makers got the total wrong. I think we really should be probably around 218 to 220. So I took a flyer on the over. Again, I expected to go over. I took 215.5. But if you're putting my feet to the fire, my first quarter and full game, I went heavy on.
I'm with you, Chris. What we doing? Can you talk us off?
Not at all, Jay. Not at all. And even though, Jay, I know, Jay, you talked about this before because I'm a big fan of your show, so I'm watching all the time. You talked about Boston having a fighting chance, right? Like, So much so that you didn't even bet Golden State in the first game with all the trends back in Golden State, right?
Exactly.
But it's a spot play, Jay, and you talk about that all the time. It don't matter what side I don't got a dog in the fight. The only dog I got is the green one that I'm trying to collect, right? So no dog in the fight at all, Jay. And I think both of you guys made excellent points. Marley took a lot of what I was gonna say, Jay. I took and that makes me feel even better, right? That we all align, right? First quarter, Jay. First quarter. Three reasons why. So first of all, I got it at a half, Jay. I got it at a half.
Nice.
But I'm probably gonna end up playing the 1.5 too, just to get it to some plus money, right? So maximum effort spot for Golden State, right? Maximum effort, right? We can't say that this is a must-win game because it's a little too early in the series, but it's a must-win game. You cannot go to Boston, down 0-2, right? And that starts early, right? It starts early. I think it's a maximum effort spot for Golden State. The second thing, Jay, a lot of my capping, I'm looking at trends, I'm looking at data, I'm looking at situational stuff, I'm looking at facts. But I'm also listening to these post-game interviews, Jay. And Steph said in the post-game interview yesterday, about the loss, and I quote, he said, if you're not in your feelings, if you're not in your feelings, then that's a problem because it doesn't matter, right? That lets you know, Jay, that them boys probably lost some sleep, right? If you listen to Clay after the game, he talked about, not will I play better? Yes, I will play better. I will play better in this fight. It's simple. It's really that simple. And we talk about the resiliency factor for Boston being able to bounce back in these spots. Golden State's been extremely resilient too. I got some trends too, Jay. So off a loss, as Marley was saying, off a loss in the playoffs, Golden State in the first quarter, they're winning by a 3-point margin. They're winning the first half by a 7-point margin. Boston is 7-6 straight up in ATS after a win in the postseason, and they're losing the first quarter by 3 points, right? So for all those reasons, Jay, and everything else that you guys said already, I really like Golden State first quarter and first half. I haven't gotten there with the full game yet, Jay, but I really, really think that the energy, like Marley said, is going to be high, right? You have to come out and punch. And honestly, Jay, I think another thing that I try to do is I try to predict and project what I think is going to happen after the game, right? So what I'm thinking is if Boston loses this game, which we're anticipating that they do, post game, you know what they say? They say, well, we did what we came here to do, right? We stole one, right? We done took the home court advantage. Now we got to go back home and we got to hold down the crib, right? So I thoroughly expect that to happen, Jay. I don't think Golden State. I like Boston chances to win this series as well, but not in this spot, right? Not in this spot with this type of against this type of team. I'm not there, Jay. As far as props, Jay, so Golden State first quarter and first half for me. I got the first quarter at minus a half a point. I got the first half at minus 1.5. And then as far as props, Jay, I know you kind of dog my man just a tad bit, and I know he's not the greatest, but Draymond, Jay, his rebounds, right? He had a terrible game.
I just wouldn't look at points. Jay. I just wouldn't look at points.
Nothing, right? And I think if you go back and look at the film, I listened to what Udoka said too, and they want Draymond to be an offensive threat, right? You don't want Clay shooting wide open 3-pointers and Steph getting the ball and being able to work in open space, right? So I think I'm attacking Draymond rebounds specifically, Jay, and I'm gonna go over why. So I mentioned it already, but maximum motivation spot after a poor game, right? He talked about, and he was questioned yesterday about accountability, right? And he talked about how he's able to hold other people accountable because he holds himself accountable, right? So he understands he had a poor game. He called himself out, right? So Draymond, as far as his rebounds, maximum motivation spot, effort. I think effort looks like rebounding, but especially for somebody like Draymond. Opportunity, Jay. So Draymond played 31 minutes in game 1. The most minutes he's played since game 6 against Memphis, right? And that was off a loss as well. I expect similar type minutes today. And then I also think, Jay, if you watch that game, Boston went small to start the fourth quarter, right? They had Pritchard in there along with Jaylen Brown, along with a lot of other small guys, right? That pulled Looney off the court. Looney didn't play that many fourth quarter minutes, right?
Yeah.
So then you have to have Draymond in, right? So I expect the minutes to be there. I expect him to be able to get the rebounds, probably playing at the center position. Some regression to the mean as far as Jordan Poole. I don't know if it's going to be a pool party, but I expect him to play better as well. And then also regression to the mean for Boston shooters. I kind of mentioned this earlier. Boston hit they hit 51% from 3-point line, made 21 3-pointers in the game, right? So I expect some regression to the mean. He had 16 rebound chances in the last game, Jay.
Yeah.
I expect Boston to miss more shots, and I expect him to be able to get more rebounds.
Got
so
you,
I like
got
Draymond
you.
rebounds, Jay. I played it all the way up to 10, but you can get to 7.5. I would take it at 8.5, and I'll probably take it, just put a little sprinkle on the 9.5 as well. But that's what
we're gonna need him. We're gonna need him to be big, my guys. We're gonna need him to be big. Gonna need Gary Payton the second to come in here, play some defense. He's gonna have to get on Jaylen Brown, guys. I know both sides of this. I'm rooting for the Celtics to win this series, but I know what the Warriors need to do. You got to go in there and punk the Celtics punked you the first game. You got to go in there, bring the defense. Let me tell you this, guys. This is what I've realized. This is the NBA. It's going to be called a certain type of way, guys. It doesn't matter what you like, what you want to happen. None of this shit. I can't say too much, but there's a, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it might
if you know, you know, Jay.
If you know, you know. So just know this: the Warriors you're gonna be seeing some bullshit calls here. Don't be surprised you see a couple of foul calls on Brown, Tatum, Robert Williams, the most important players. So don't be surprised. All that little touchy shit, it's gonna be called on the Celtics, and the Warriors gonna be able to play a little bit more free flowing here, guys. So I mean, it is what it is. We all trying to win some money. Open your eyes and notice the game. So the first game, the Celtics were kind of getting the calls. I was kind of seeing Draymond thrown on the ground, all type of stuff. They weren't calling it. Today's game, Warriors gonna get all the calls, and so that's where my money's gonna be on. Simple. I'm gonna go make a little drive, man, to the sports book. I'm hopping on the Warriors today. If they happen to lose, it happens. Always let people know this shit. Nothing's guaranteed, guys, but you have to know that betting wise, you see what I'm saying? It's still gambling. My money's gonna have to be on the Warriors in this spot. Nothing's guaranteed. Could they lose 2 in a row at the house? Yeah, it could happen, but. Let me tell you this: the refs gonna be on the Warriors side. Make sure this shit is 1-1 after today. Then what happens in Boston happens in Boston. But I do believe that the refs will be helping out the Warriors tonight. Plainly put, I'll be hopping on the Warriors here, minus the 4, putting a little something on the money line too, just in case. But that's just something I do personally. I'm putting on the spread. Obviously, I think they'll win by double digits. The little bit on the money line, that's just to save myself. You see what I'm saying? Just in case it's a 2-3 point win. I'm coming back tomorrow to get some money. You got me fucked up, my guys. But I like that first quarter too, Marley. Just real quick, let me read this. All you need to hear. Steph on game 2. We have to come out with a sense of desperation in the first quarter. That's all I need to hear. Personally, I put some on minus 1.5 for the first quarter, but I do believe the full game is the spot, guys. Full game is my top spot. They'll do whatever the fuck they have to make sure they don't lose this game, my guys. So that's it for me. Warriors minus 4. Just real quick, let's talk about some shirts, and then we're gonna go over the official plays real quick. It's only one game. We said what we need to say. You know what I'm saying? We said our piece. Now it's time to cash, man. But I got them shirts, man. We got shirts on deck, man. Hold on. God damn, man. Hold on. We going to smack. Come on, Marley. What you doing, man? These the good look shirts.
I'm slipping, man. I'm slipping. I'm ordering it when we get offline right now.
Marley, I'm finna come down there to Houston too. You see what I'm saying?
Say, man. All you gotta do is look me up, Doc.
Hey, I need y'all to show me where the spot's at. Show me where the club at. I need ass shaking in my face.
Say this. Hey, you know I'm gonna be in the D. I'm gonna be in the D in July 4th weekend.
But I'm coming to Houston on the 10th. My son got a basketball tournament down there, so I'm be out there. So just know I'm bringing the shirts with me. But Jay and Shark shirts.
That's what we're gonna do. Off. I wanna record it, me getting my shirt from you so I can put it on the channel, dog. That's what we gonna do.
I got you. But Jay and Shark shirts, $15 off, and you get a free pair of J Money approved glasses as well, man. That's the only shirt that comes with the glasses and $15 off. We also still got Smack City shirts, Us Against the Bookie shirts, and Let's Get Some Cash shirts, guys. They're not that much, and you get them, you put them motherfucker on, you're gonna pay for it the same day, my guys. But for sure, the good luck shirts. I appreciate y'all for the support. If you don't wear a shirt, hey, I ain't tripping. I buy it my damn self. But Chris, let's get to some free NBA picks, guys. Every day, hit the like button, subscribe if you can. If you're watching on Twitter as well, man, retweet one time for the one time. But Chris, what you liking on tonight's card? Let the people know where they can find you at as well.
Yeah, Jay, I appreciate it. The invite as always, Jay. I always like to make sure I start with that, my brother. And whenever we can chop it up about basketball, Jay, I'm always here, my brother. You just let me know. I'm official, Jay. I'm official on the first quarter, though. Like I said, I gave out the trends. It is a spot, but it's also Boston coming off of something that they did really, really well, right?
Right.
Even if you break it down, Jay, and the wins so far, off a loss, Boston only turns the ball over 10 times. Off a win, they turn the ball over 14 times. So it's just a little uncharacteristic type stuff that we see that we expect gonna happen in this game. So I'm on Boston. I'm on Golden State first quarter minus the half. I'm on Golden State first half minus the 1.5. Jay, haven't got there with the full game, but I'm probably gonna end up laying that ticket as well. And then my favorite player prop, Jay, like I said, Draymond, his rebounds over 7.5. I think he has to play big. He holds himself accountable, and that's his way. I'm not looking for him to go out there and get 15, 20 points, right? But it wouldn't surprise me if he went out there and got 15 rebounds because I expect the defensive intensity to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm on Draymond over 7.5 rebounds, Jay, along with Golden State first quarter and Golden State first half, Jay. That's why I'm looking.
I like it. And even at the late numbers, guys, even now, I still like that first quarter and first half at -2 and -2.5. I still like it. I see a trifecta Smack City. I got the shirt on for a reason. Chris got the shirt on for a reason. I see a Smack City spot, Marley, from the get-go. And I think they'll never, that's how I like to look at it. They'll get up and they won't look back in this shit. Well, I can see a Smack City spot, Marley.
For sure, man. I'm right there with you. I already bet the first quarter. I wish I was like lucky as you guys to catch it at those lines y'all caught it at, but I feel real good about the 2. I'm all over the 4, like Money said, man. It's a spot play. And Chris, I took that Draymond Green prop too at 7.5. It was too good to pass up. I also took a flyer on Looney's prop because I just feel like the energy is going to be there. I think he had 11 boards, 10 boards. I'll look it up. But 8.5. So I took both those props. And I took a flyer on the over, man. 4 out of the 5 games these two teams have played has been over 215. So first quarter -2, full game, and over 215 plus the prop bets.
And I like it, bro. I couldn't talk to you. I really do I got a good feeling about this one. Well, I'm gonna tell you this right now. These are the only sides that I could be on, guys. I love the Celtics. The Celtics are my team. I love Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown ever since they got in the league, man. For real. They deserve this shit, guys. But this is a lay down spot right here. This is a complacency spot. If the Warriors, if the Celtics do come a cash trifecta spot, hey, crown them now. Size their rings up now. But this is a tough spot to come out locked in. You spent 2 days over there. You've had 2 days off to pat yourself on the back. See what I'm saying? Over there in Cali, man. They no telling. I saw one of the boys hit the dispensary. See what I'm saying? Nah, I
hope they had a birthday, Jay. They probably celebrated
he did.
Birthday off the win. All that.
Yeah, I hope all that.
The fat and sassy spot, Jay. That's what this is.
Them boys on that gas over there, boy. Nah, I like these spots today, guys. I truly believe Warriors coming out cashing the trifecta spot. You'll see them boys with blood, with fire in their eyes tonight, man. Like Mari said, the energy is going to be there at Chase Center. They're coming off the first home loss in the playoffs. They're going to be pissed off tonight, trying their best. Maybe maybe it's 6-on-5 out there as well. Maybe the refs on the Warriors side, but they're cashing the trifecta spot tonight, my guys. Warriors for me, -4 official play. I'm not talking a single person off first quarter -1.5 or 2, or first half -2.5. I'll be personally sprinkling those myself, my guys. Make sure we will win today, my guys. Make sure you guys go and check out Marley. Go follow him on Twitter right now at Marley_bets. Follow my guy Chris B. Cappin as well at Chris B. Cappin. He does the spaces pretty much every day. He has a YouTube channel as well. Follow my guys, man. We starting a movement here. We trying to cash. It's us against the bookies, man. We finna go in there masked up, man. I only got my mask. Where am I masked? We going in that bitch like we're going to go rob the bookies today, man. Mask, shades, you know what I'm saying? But it's all official. It's all legal though. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe, and we back on Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever game 3 is. We out. Let's get some cash, my guys. We will win.